mentality. I do whatever's clever, obtain the better cheddar to increase my salary. Lavishly, the status I got to have it. The cabbage turns me into what's average. Mouth shut, peripheral, crystal clear. It's
$12 million closer with the scale, yeah, dirty pistol here. And a profit to accomplish, I get split it with my thugged out accomplice. Will lead you to turn your whole life illegal, deceive you, cause money is the root of all evil. And pay no never mind what the police think, neither stacking ends, driving on the right side of the bins, a present from political friends, not to mention running cartels from long distance, hotel suites, boning my assistant, get with me or the highway. What's happening, fam? What's going on? Salute right back to you, man. Let me fix the settings, man. I can see some shit. See if that works. Yeah, that worked a whole lot better right there. So, check out the backdrop on them boys. That mandatory defense boxing. It's kind of, there it is. That light kind of throwing it off. By now everybody should have saw that second press conference, right? That took place in LA. What's going on, MP4 Vids? So everybody should have saw that press conference by now. What's going on? BK Boxing 8. What's happening? So I just want to touch bases on that press conference, man. You know, we got what, a month away. Shit, I'm excited like the damn fight happening in about a week or two. You know what I'm saying? But we a month away. And I don't know what to think for my initial thoughts, man. You saw Sean Porter go to the stage. He came with a whole lot of energy. You know, the DJ had some music playing, and Sean got up there and said, you know, keep that music playing. Start getting up there trying to get the crowd into it. And you know what? I ain't gonna lie, man. I thought it was all right, man. I mean, it do seem like it was kind of rehearsed, but I liked it, man. I like that he coming with it. You know, it can only be your first pay-per-view one time. You know what I'm saying? So being of the fact this is first time being a headliner, he may be a B-side, but he's still headlining. Being of the fact it's his second time, man, he trying to make sure he's leaving no stones unturned in terms of selling the fight. So I liked it, man. I like that he up there, he excited, he trying to get the fans excited, he talking greasy, talking about like he gonna stop Errol Spence. You telling them, you know, I'm gonna come with it. I'm in shape. I'm a dog. I know you a dog, and you know we gonna get the fans what they want. And shit, I was excited about it, to be honest, to tell you the truth. But old tried and true Errol Spence up in that thing, cool, calm, and collective. You know, he just letting everybody know. I mean, act like he been there before. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, it is a pay-per-view. And in an interview, he say the fight should sell itself, but it ain't always like that. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes it ain't always like that. Some of these fights that we had in the history, you know, in the past, that you would have thought it would have sold big numbers because it was so explosive of a fight, and it didn't sell. You know, not of the magnitude of what we become accustomed to in these last 5 to 10 years, you know what I'm saying? D-Style up in this biatch. What's up, homie? Hey, y'all, whenever y'all get a chance, man, slide over to D-Style page. First of all, subscribe. You won't be disappointed. Number one, D-Style on the shit. And check out that last video that me and D-Style did on Monday. Yeah, we were supposed to do it tomorrow, but, you know, we rescheduled it for anybody who missed it. We're just chopping it up about boxing, you know, trying to get our intellectual on, you know what I'm saying? Sometimes you got to switch it up a little bit. Okay, you won't go live till I'm done. Well, I'm not going to be on there forever, man. I just wanted to put some content out there because some of the fellas they tell me I don't go live enough. And they right, man. I be reserving that mug for the weekend, and then on the weekend be tripping. So I'm gonna get back, going live. I'm trying to, go to the gyms and stuff like that, make my face seen on the boxing scene again. I'll probably do a little bit of that this coming week, and I'm gonna be at that fight too that they got down here at the Arabia Shrine. I think the homie Stay Ready Boxing. I think he gonna be up in that thing. Go as long as I want. I honestly wasn't gonna make this too long. You know what I'm saying? I just wanted to put my thoughts out there. But you know how your boy get when I get to running my damn mouth, man. Don't never shut the fuck up. So we'll see how it go down. TZ Frank said I think the fight would do about 300K. What, let's say 300K. Porter don't have a real fan base. No, he really don't. Or if he got a fan base, it's spread it out. Now we know we got a fan base back at the house. It's unfortunate. I don't think he have a headline at in Ohio. I don't know what the reason for that is, but he hasn't. I know in Ohio they show up for some of the rest of their fighters. Like for Broner, they show up for Broner. They show up for Bunny. So maybe that's just a Cincinnati thing. I don't know. I'm gonna have to ask Junior about that. One of them Midwest boys. They should know. They should know something more about that than me. But I think at least for this fight, because it's a unification fight. I think a lot more people are going to show up. It's going to be in LA. So, the stars are going to show up. The ticket's going to be high. And when the tickets are higher and it's a good fight, the stars show up. Because the stars don't like to go to all the regular fights. Because number one, they don't want to be hassled. And when you make the ticket prices higher than what most people will pay for ringside, it tends to eliminate a certain, I don't want to say demographic, but a certain amount of people who not act up in public, but they act like they ain't never seen no major people in real life before. You know what I'm saying? And when you a major dude out there in the world or whatever, going to the grocery store is out the question. You know what I'm saying? Going to like Burger King's out the question. You can't go nowhere. Everywhere you go, you get harassed. That's one of the bad parts of being a star. It's like the good parts is you getting all that bread and you living lavish and you got the cars, the clothes, the broads. You know what I'm saying? The houses, the boats. You living good, but the bad part about it, you don't even know what it's like to be normal no more. Because all the normal people want a piece of you. You know what I'm saying? And while they trying to get a piece of you, you can't even get a piece of mine. So it's a trade, man. It's about what you really want in this lifetime. But like I said, when they raise the ticket prices, those individuals that don't live a normal life, that live their life through TV or live their life through other people, through other people's imagination, wondering what they doing this right now. Wonder if they do that, they live like that. It give them an opportunity to show up. You know what I'm saying? Put some clothes on, look good, bring a significant other out, and just funny. Can y'all hear me, man? My connection always messing up whenever I go live. What the hell? Hold on, give me a minute. All right. Anyway, so like I was saying, man, Sean Porter been doing everything he need to do to try to sell the fight at least early. When I saw the stare down, I'm like, damn, boy. Errol Spence can see if that dude been washing his hair or not. He's way taller than Sean Porter. You know what I'm saying? And I don't know, man. It really gave me an idea just how much bigger he is than Sean Porter. And now people like to say Errol Spence is a weight bully. I don't even know what the hell that is. If you can make the weight, that's your weight. You know, there ain't no such thing as no weight bully. You know what I'm saying? If you can make the weight, that's your weight. You know, you can't be the same height as every goddamn body. And it ain't like everybody Spence get in the ring with he much bigger than, because Kell Brook was much bigger than Errol Spence. In fact, at the weigh-in, you know, after they weighed in, I don't remember. I think it was Segback, because I think Segback went over there to the UK to cover that fight. Right? He went over there to put his camera on people and ask stupid questions. Hey, Errol, how much did your shoes cost? Anyway, that was my one little dig at Ellie Segback, but he be working though, so I ain't gonna come down on him. That motherfucker be everywhere. He be working, you know, and it's work when you covering fights. I mean, it's fun, but you working, you know, you are working. So, um, but Segback asked Spence, did he look big to you? And Spence was like, hell yeah, he looked big to me. You know what I'm saying? But he wasn't tripping, you know what I'm saying? But he was honest. He was like, yeah, that motherfucker, he looked big as hell, you know? And you can see it on fight night, man. Uh Brooke did look like the bigger fighter, but at the end of the day, it didn't matter because hey, Errol Spence fought that fight like he was 10 feet tall, you know? And he had a whole lot more heart in him than what Kell Brook thought, and it didn't matter what chocolate brownies he brought to the occasion. Man, it was to no avail because that young fella was not about to be denied that night. Not in his first world title fight. He was going to get that, and he showed up and he did his thing. But as far as the press conference, I saw a video with Marcus. I'm gonna say his name wrong. Villegas, Marco. Y'all know what I'm talking about with Fight Hub. He was interviewing Errol Spence, and he asked Spence, number one, is it difficult fighting somebody like Sean, who you would consider somewhat of a friend? And Spence was like, well, I don't consider him like a friend like back home. He was like, you know, we don't call each other. I'm more closer to his daddy than I am with him. So no, it won't be no problem fighting him. In fact, I was more close with Lamont Peterson, and you see how that fight went. That boy Errol Spence a dog, man. That boy is all business, man. You know, I know some people be like, "Damn, I can't believe how popular this dude is getting, and everybody riding with him." But it's shit like that that make people see this dude is a 100% fighter. You know what I'm saying? No cut, 100% fighter. Like he willing to fight whoever, man, and that's what I like about him. You know what I'm saying? And he said he not ducking um, Crawford like Tim Bradley said. He not ducking Terrence Crawford. You said, you know, I want to be undisputed. You said, how can I be ducking? I'm about to be in a unification fight. It's like I'm fighting a top 5 welterweight in a unification fight. How's that ducking? I want to be undisputed. Only way I can be undisputed is to go over there and get his belt, and that's what I plan on doing. Going right over there, and I'm gonna take his belt. The dude he ain't even saying like he ain't even saying that I'm gonna go over there and we gonna have a tough fight. Errol Spence say I'm gonna go over there and I'm gonna take that belt. Like I'm not even gonna think twice. The dude ain't beating me. So I don't know, man. I like the dude. At least I like the way he talking, man. And I hope it ain't nothing like, you know, what Keith Thurman was doing, you know, getting us all wounded up about, you know, I got the I'm ready to let it go. And, you know, if you could beat me, beat me. And then later on the tune change. I hope we don't get that with Errol Spence. I didn't want to get that with Keith Thurman. I thought he was gonna stay on that gutter shit the whole time. But TZ Frank said Blue Bud just reported that Sean Porter has Andre in his training camp to help him prepare for Arrow. It won't help. LOL. So, in other words, Andre gonna be beating his ass all camp long, and then he gonna get in the ring with Errol Spence. No, I don't know what he's gonna do, but I know one thing. I don't think Andre has the style that can help him prepare for Errol Spence. But one thing Andre does have is the dimensions. He's taller, he's more rangier, and he's faster, and he hit hard. So those four factors he brings to the table, it may help Sean on fight night. You know what I'm saying? At least uh, just getting southpaw looks in camp from a major guy is going to help him tremendously. You know what I'm saying? Now, is it going to help him, over the top? We'll just have to see when the ring sort those facts out. You know what I'm saying? But at least on the surface right now, at least in the eyes of most, it's not looking so good for the Cleveland native. We're going to have to see, though. And P4 Vid said, I bet it against Keith Thurman. Damn, my screen be fucking up, man. All right, let's see how that looks. From the day the fight was announced with Manny, um, hell, then who you got on this one? Because I went with Keith Thurman on that one, like a damn fool. I thought he was gonna try to box on the move. That when he went out there in round one and tried the big boy man, I'm like, dude, what is you doing? What the hell is you doing? You know what I'm saying? Oh, okay, you about to get your ass beat. Thank you. I ain't even need you to tell me what you was doing. Went over there, tried a big boy Manny Pacquiao. Are you kidding me, bro? But anyway, it's still in that fight. He fought like a G. So I'm gonna give him his card on that. I mean, he fought his ass off, but he just two good fighters in the ring. Somebody got to catch that L, man. They both can't get the W. So it's just on that night, it wasn't gonna be Thurman's night. So oh well. Anyway, let me change the topic around for a minute. Talk about this Hearn shit. And like I said, if y'all get a chance, chime in with D Style and check his video out that we did, man. And we touched on it a little bit too. Um, man, it's starting to unfold in front of Hearn's eyes, man. It really is. That you got the press conference with no fighters there. For me, that's the first I've seen that. Now I've seen a press conference, and at least as far as the main event is concerned, only one of the fighters was there. I've seen that several times, you know what I'm saying? But never not one fighter there. You know what I'm saying? And at the end of the day, they ain't like they rounded out the whole fight card and the undercard guys showed up. You know what I'm saying? There was literally not one motherfucking fighter in that bitch. You know what I'm saying? It was just Eddie Hearn. And like I said, man, he either gonna come out looking like a genius in this shit, or he gonna look like a category 5 dumbass, man, trying to pull this shit off. You know what I'm saying? You may be able to get the media off of you for a few weeks, but at the end of the day, if no fight takes place in Saudi Arabia in an erected goddamn stadium that they're supposed to be building for this particular event, he gonna look like a dumbass. And I'm not even talking about just in the States. Cause you gotta know that they watching him back home in the UK. Cause he got fans, man. It's like never before, man. I've never seen, and the homie D Style can attest for that too. We have never seen a promoter just have all these fans going to bat for him in whatever they do and say. Now, don't get it twisted. Back in the game when Don King used to put on fights, Don King had fans too. I mean, he was part of the whole show. Seeing that all that hair and them diamonds and stuff like that, and the cigar, and then you get like 18 goddamn championship fights on one night. That's hyperbole. You know what I'm saying? But still, that's what you were getting. But he was part of the whole thing. You get to see Don. He was, a larger than life figure. Especially if you came up through the Tyson era. You saw a lot of them in big events back in the game when HBO was growing into the powerhouse that it is now. Though the Holyfields, the Tysons, they made HBO what it is, man. They the one that brought in just countless amounts of millions and turned that network into this conglomerate that it is right now. And then De La Hoya wasn't no slouch either, so It is what it is on that note. But as far as Hearn, man, I've never seen these fans go up in your live, go up on your feed, man, talking shit in your chat, in your comments, just going to back for Eddie Hearns. You know what I'm saying? But even now, they starting to see Eddie Hearns as, kind of, he kind of full of shit, man. He's saying you held a press conference and the very next day, the heavyweight world champion, one of the champions, the unified champ, the newly crowned unified champ, is saying, fuck what Eddie Hearns said. I'm not fighting in goddamn Saudi Arabia. I'm not going. I'm not fighting there. You know what I'm saying? Who am I supposed to believe, man? Am I supposed to believe what Eddie Hearn's saying, or I'm gonna believe the champion? And because the fight can't happen without him. You know what I'm saying? So, like I said, man, it's looking really fishy, and it ain't looking good on behalf of Eddie Hearn, man. And you know who I haven't heard a damn thing from is your boy Joshua. After the damn interview with Scott Sports, where he talking about, well, I didn't hear the crowd screaming my name, that's why I lost, and all these different excuses that he made, and being willing to fight in Mexico with Ruiz's uncle as the third man in the ring, the official. After that interview, I haven't heard a damn thing from Anthony Joshua, man. And I want to know what he think about that. I specifically want to know what he think about Eddie Hearn putting a damn press conference in Saudi Arabia to announce his next fight, a fight where he's supposed to be trying to regain the heavyweight championship of the world, at least a portion of it. So it's all up in the air, man. It's all up in the air right now. I really think that this thing is going to litigation. They will be going to court. And I don't, at this point, I initially thought Eddie Hearn would probably just cave and just give Ruiz several more millions of dollars. But now I'm starting to think, not even with several more millions of dollars, I still don't think Ruiz is going over there. I think he's adamant of not going to Saudi Arabia, period. You know what I'm saying? Much less to go over there and fight. I don't think he wants to be there even for 5 minutes. The way he talking, he like, man, I'm not going there. What is you saying? What? Saudi Arabia, you know what I'm saying? We fighting in the States. So I think Ruiz would be more apt to fight in the UK than he would to Saudi Arabia. And I'm just being honest. And we know he did not want to go to Wales to fight. He didn't want to go to Wales in the UK. Ruiz was against that. You know what I'm saying? But I think if he had the choice to choose between Saudi Arabia and Wales, he'd go to Wales and fight. You know what I'm saying? At least he know there will be boxing fans there. I mean, Joe Calzaghe's fans are there, and they show up. Whether they booing you or they're cheering for you, at least they're boxing fans. You get to, if you don't have to worry about, being under all these different rules, much different than the Western side of the world. You know what I'm saying? All the women got they're robed. All you can see is their eyes. You know what I'm saying? It's camels in that bitch. Sand everywhere. Ain't no grass. Ain't no trees. It's desert. You know, guys from this side of the globe don't know how to exist in that. You have to be taught how to exist over there, especially like the troops. It's a big culture shock. And I truly think he don't want to go over there at all, much less, like I said, much less even defend his world title. Maybe different from a guy like Amir Khan, who may be from the UK, but he's a Muslim. And when he goes there, he fits in because he already is he's already within their religion. Those are his people as far as ethnicity, and he's a Muslim, so he already knew what to do, because he's already in the culture. Shit, Ruiz don't know nothing about all that, man. So what's up, Brian David up in this motherfucker? What's up, bro? So I'm with him on that, man. I don't think he should have to fight there. Fanon was doing a video earlier. I didn't get to catch all of it, where he was trying to go through the contractual aspect of the game, where whatever leverage that Hearn may think he has over Ruiz, if there wasn't an exchange of value when negotiating that aspect of the contract for a fight to happen in the future, then it's not enforceable. I hope I said that shit right, but that's what I got out of what he was saying in his live stream. I didn't get to listen to the whole thing, and whatever the case may be, man, the biggest thing that I want out of it is the fight. Hopefully we can actually get the fight itself and put to bed if Joshua had an off night or it was actually time for the first Mexican heavyweight champion of Mexican descent. This was maybe it was just Ruiz's time. I think they're just really not giving him his card, and I think he gonna have a whole lot of motivation going into camp, and he gonna take his frustration out on Joshua. If he not prepared for that boy, oh shit, you know what I'm saying? He gonna get that ass beat one more again. And we'll just have to see what's up on that, man. But that's strange, man. That's strange Hearns doing that, man. That's strange. Maybe that's something, in the UK that they used to, throwing press conferences with no fighters. I don't know because I'm not from that side. So I don't want to go too hard on it, but that's just strange. But if it don't work out, ooh, the battle in the dune or whatever the hell they're billing the fight as, if it don't work out, he gonna look like look, you already got Bob Arum calling you all type of dumbasses at press conferences. I forget which fight that was. Oh, that was Hooker and Ramirez. You got Bob Arum already going fed on you at the press conference. So what did he think gonna happen after this? I think local promoters gonna be going off on that boy, man. So I can't call it, man. I think even Tony Holden would talk down on him. I think he a promoter out of Oklahoma. Used to promote Alan Green. Yeah, Alan Green, the one that knocked out Jadon Cotterton and put on a highlight reel knockout for Showtime, but later on he ended up losing to Andre Ward. But anyway, man, y'all got anything y'all want to holler at me about before I bring this thing to a close? Let me read some of these comments, man. Oh yeah, D Style said you get Chavez Senior on Tyson undercards. Hell yeah, back in the 80s and shit, late 80s. That was live. I forgot about that shit too, boy Don King, huh? Let's see. Make me laugh, yeah, bro. Hearn protectors. That's exactly what the fuck they do, man. It's like they got their bulletproof vests and they going out there and they're putting it on them, boy. They're like, nope, you can't say anything about our Eddie Hearn. The fuck. I hope Hearns didn't make an empty promises to those Arabs. He could be in big trouble. No shit, man. He could be in big trouble, man. And hell, I ain't about to piss none of them off, at least on their turf. You know what I'm saying? And they got that deep money. I wouldn't be surprised if they put a down payment down. He saw that grip and was like, "Oh yeah, we doing this fight out here." It wouldn't surprise me at all. That's why he talking so crazy. He's talking about Ruiz ain't got a say in it. Fuck you talking about? That's the champion of the world. What do you mean you don't have a say in it? Dude on something, man. That dude on one, boy. I tell you. That boy Barbershop, he own that boy though. He getting down to the bottom of that shit, man. I be trying to plug in with and see what new he coming up with. Hard to keep up with all that. You know what I'm saying? Hard to keep up with all that. AJ's in deep denial. He's psychologically dented for life. I tell you what, in that rematch, we're gonna know if he gonna get dented for real. Because he ain't had no answer for Ruiz, boy, in them fast hands. I'm going in on one of these Hearns fans in a few. Oh shit! Right after this stream, man, y'all go over there and plug in with D Style Boxing. That's where I'm going. I'm sure you got a panel today, D Style. I think he got a panel. He do panels like all week. And in fact, man, it's Eric Morales Appreciation Week, and I don't know if y'all ever plugged in and saw Eric Morales fight. Oh, he just solo today. Eric Morales was a legendary Mexican champion, and I'm sure y'all may know about his fights with Barrera or his fights with Manny Pacquiao. But he had a lot of big fights, fought a lot of champions, had a lot of great fights. You know what I'm saying? Going all the way back to Junior Jones. Um, the one thing, well, I'm sure they'll talk about it some point this week. But the one fight I would have loved to see from Eric Morales is Eric Morales and Prince Nassim Hamed. I wish Morales could have got to him first. That would have been off the chain, man. But Barrera got to him first, and we saw how that went. But I wanted Morales and Nassim Hamed. I wanted that one bad, and they were talking about it. And, it was always talks about it. And I think Prince Nassim Hamed mentioned it after he knocked out Augie Sanchez. Um, Augie Sanchez was a featherweight out of Vegas, and I think he beat Floyd in the amateurs, if I'm not mistaken. I could be mistaken, but I could have sworn he beat Floyd in the amateurs. He's a strong, he's a white American fighter. He was strong though, and yeah, he got knocked the fuck out. But he was coming with it. He was coming with it in the fight, at least early on, until Prince Nassim had to basically show that man why he was champion. And that was an explosive knockout. Um, but yeah, man, I'm about to bring this thing to a close, man. MP4 Vid said Augie did defeat Floyd in amateurs. Yeah, I thought so. Um, I'm about to bring this thing to close, man. I gotta find some more topics to talk about, man. I'm gonna go live again probably this weekend. Knowing me, I'm probably gonna be in rolling, because when it seems like when I'm on them streets, man, rolling around, topics just be popping in my head, especially when I get that ignorant oil in me. And it's going down. You know what I'm saying? I don't be giving a damn out there. I need to cut this shit out. But Rashawn Williams said, "Damn, I just pulled up, and I'm about to pull up out this thing too, fam." But I'm gonna go live. I'm gonna go live at the end of the week too. You know what I'm saying? I gotta handle some stuff, and by then we should have some more topics to talk about. In fact, that Kovalev yard fight got announced. Y'all can check it out on Mandatory Defense. It's not Mandatory Defense Boxing. It's mandatorydefense.com. Mandatory Defense Boxing is on the Facebook. Check my shit out. Mandatorydefense.com, and I'm updating it every day. You know what I'm saying? You can go there for news. All the contacts I used to have, I don't have them like I used to, but I still got a bunch of them. They be sending me all their news and stuff, like old top rank contacts. Even though y'all probably ain't really, some of y'all ain't dealing with top rank, some of y'all ain't dealing with Golden Boy, DeBella, all of them. They all sending me their news. So I'm posting it. It's boxing. You know what I'm saying? And I'm into boxing, covering the sport. So I post the news on there, but doing a couple of stories and shit like that. Check that shit out, man. Anyway, I'm gonna holler at y'all next time, man. It's your boy Ashley Knuckles, man. Appreciate y'all for dropping in on your boy, man. I'm out. Y'all slide over to D Style Boxing, man. All right, I'm out.